Hey, I'm doing the discussion post for the interview summary. So I was able to interview, there was a lady named Allison Lindsay, and she was at this counseling called Broken Chains. And she's a LPC. So I was able to ask her a few questions. So, the first question I asked her, how do you define the professional identity of a counselor as compared to other mental health disciplines? So, she kind of gave the list of like, hey, there's counselors, there's psychologists, there's psychiatrists, talking about how psychiatrists like are able to like give like medication and diagnosis and stuff like that. And then counselors are able to like talk through situations with their clients and being able to work through different difficulties that they have. So yes, yeah. So and then the next question: what is the most rewarding part of being a counselor, and what is the most difficult? She said rewarding. She said seeing how what God is doing in their lives, how uh, able to help these clients, how God can change their perspective and like change in general of the client, which is amazing. The difficult part, she said there was a one session that she had with a client. Um, they were like a teenager and they really didn't want to be there and they didn't talk for like maybe like 3 sessions, and she said she had to keep talking to them, and like after a while, after 3 sessions of this client not saying one thing, the client was able to start opening up and sharing. So it's really amazing actually, so I like that. So how it's difficult but then it turned into something kind of beneficial. Another question I asked her is what is a theoretical model that she used? She used the CBT, the cognitive behavior therapy, um, and this is what drives emotion. She also liked how she was able to bring faith, and how God can work in people's lives. And just like positive cognition, what she said. Um, Being present with the client is, she says also being present with the client was also something that she liked to do. A words of wisdom she gave for someone who is in the master's degree program. She said, enjoy it. She says, God has a plan. Um, she says, you may have an idea of what it would be is supposed to be, but just keep learning and understanding it. Um, so in a reflection on what I learned and how it confirmed your thought of what you knew or challenge assumptions. So when I thought about this, I like that example of how she was able, so that example of how that client was just sitting there for like 3 sessions, didn't say anything, but like as she was talking to them, they were able to open up finally. And I just think like being able like seeing like what happens, like kind of like the reward of being able to like just helping people. I think that was really cool. And them finally opening up. And reflections of the course, what I learned, understand for the future of counseling. So what I learned is a lot about contributing to the field with like cultural humility. I thought that was amazing, being able to kind of learn about different cultures, how they apply to counseling, to ask questions of clients, to understand how to help them through the situations, understanding their situation. Um, what has been meaningful activity, I think these discussion posts, being able to verbalize what we think and stuff like that, has really been very beneficial. I like these video blog kind of things, video discussions. How am I personally different? I think kind of like my professional identity, understanding who I am, and like quoting an article, a professional identity of counselor with cultural specific competencies. So that's Fair Ozen, 2019. So just having that professional identity, understanding what that is, yeah, and just giving the background of counseling. I just think that's been great. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.